the youth in the 20s,
and
then us, we've gotten pulled into this. We've gotten pulled into this where texting has become the form of communication. So how am I making love to my phone to a brother that just wants to constantly text, FaceTime no, text, FaceTime maybe, and then they think that that's a fucking relationship, girl.
Okay, and see,
I've even had a guy tell me, "I love you." You know what I mean? So let's go there. Take it there.
Yeah, but so let me break this down, because this is what pisses me off about some women. I'll say some because I'm not going to generalize. Some women some women have allowed themselves to forget who they are and go weak. And I don't mean to be rude, but it's the freaking truth. Because like when you start seeing signs, my thing for me now, I don't question shit anymore. It's like, I mean, no, that sounds weird because I wrote a book of questions. I'm talking about when someone shows me who they are. Hear me out. When someone shows me who they are, I don't fucking mince my words. I believe them and I haul ass. You're not going to be able to text me all the time. I'm not going to talk to you past a week of fucking texting because my standards are that high. I feel like if I can treat you a certain way, then I should be able to, at the very fucking least, get you to reciprocate the simple basics of an adult communication, which is not texting all the time. I'm already, if a dude is not going to call you, if he's not going to take the time to call you and get to know you, he's not interested. And women have got to get to that point where they understand that shit and stay out that damn gray area, which basically means you're in shallow water, you know, or you're in deep water with a shark. When a nigga tries to put you in a gray area, or a chick tries to put you in a gray area, don't allow that shit. Think better of yourself. When you start, and the thing of it is we already know. When we start seeing signs, we go, girl, and he only does this. And man, I tried to call her and she did this. You're already telling yourself that she's showing you signs of someone who's really just not that interested. Because interested people behave in a way that is interested. And there's no gray area.
No,
you're either interested in me or you're not.
No, I actually like the way you worded that. And, you know, you're actually on point. And I'm pretty sure that's why you are who you are, and certain men just cannot approach you. And that's a good way to be. But, Stella, before we get deeper into the discussion of men, women, and all this craziness with relationships, because we could go on forever, I want you to tell those about life in question, and you're currently doing a book signing. Right, how they can use it, but where can they, I want you to let, you know, my listeners know, where can they get the book? Can they order it on Amazon? I know you're out of GA. You just said you had a book signing. Let me hear about that. How was the book, you know, the book signing, and how's it going?
Okay, so the book signing is tomorrow. That's what I'm getting super excited about. I have been planning this for 2 months, a little over 2 months. It started to just pick up traction, sold, you know, quite a few tickets, so I got a good number of people coming. And so, like I said, I'm doing the book signing, but it's also a craft and flight station. And what that means is there's going to be a table where I'm going to display my DIY spa products called Hazel and Anna Spa Collection, which is named for my late grandmother and great-grandmother. Their names are Hazel and Anna. So I named it after them. And I only plan on doing it at the pop-ups because I just don't have that kind of time to just sit around making scrubs and shea butters all the time. But I want to be able to provide something a little bit. I wanted to be able to provide something a little bit extra at the book signing rather than just have people come in there, hi, I love your book. Here, you sign it. And, you know, they grab a little tidbit to eat and then they leave. So the flight station, if you're familiar with what a beer flight is, like when you go to a sports bar and they want you to try, and you might want to try 6 different beers. So you pay like one flat fee and you get this beer flight on this board where they serve you these different beers in like little small shot glasses or whatever, you know, little tailored glasses each restaurant carries. So basically we're doing that, but for coffee. And for the coffee connoisseur out there, they know it's also called cupping. So people are going to actually learn something because, you know, we got that in us too. We love teaching. So they're going to learn a little bit about coffee, you know, and I'm taking them on a journey. It's going to be a really, really cool thing because My flight master is very knowledgeable about coffee. We're taking people through eras, and I wrote the script for it. So, he's going to be on script a little bit, and it's just going to be a different experience. It's definitely something for the old heads because it would take a really mature millennial to really understand the concept, And I can't divulge too much more than that, or I'll be giving away the surprise completely. So now let me go to how the book can be used. So back to what you were saying, you had a very valid point. You can't dig so deep when you meet somebody, when you meet guys, because they get very uncomfortable and they don't know who you are and where you're coming from. So the book works twofold. It works for women, of course, and it works for men, because when you're getting to know someone and you want to ask those questions and you don't have a whole lot of time to date somebody because they're living in another state, or you have a full-time job, they have a full-time job, and there's just no time, the book works perfectly because it acts as the buffer. So then you meet somebody and you say, hey, let's just chill at the house and cook, and let's have some wine, and let's pull out this book of questions and have a little bit of fun. You don't say, let's pull out the book and let's ask each other 1,000 questions, or let's ask each other a bunch of questions. You just kind of be casual about it. You're chill. You're like, hey, let's pull out the book and have a little bit of fun. 9.5 times, I haven't heard one yet where somebody was like, I don't want to do that. If someone's interested, they'll be more than willing to do something like that. And then you could also use that as a telltale sign whether someone's truly interested in you or not. If someone keeps avoiding you and you want to use this book and have fun and ask questions and just get to know someone, and they keep making excuses, yeah, that sounds cool, but yeah, I don't really like, answering a bunch of questions back to back, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Then okay, this person's probably not really genuinely interested in me because they don't even want to take the time to allow me to get to know them truly. So what are they hiding?
So this is the thing, and I totally agree with you, Stella, but you've got to admit, we live in a society where new and advanced technology has taken the place of good old-fashioned conversations. And that's something.
That's so funny. That sounds like a quote right from the book.
No, but oh wow, and but
it really is.
I guess you and I are kindred spirits, so I say that because that seems to be the gist of certain. I will admit I have jumped on the bandwagon of keeping in touch with a lot of my friends from Virginia State University. We do communicate some because we were very close. Mm-hmm. They will still call, good old-fashioned phone calls, you know what I'm saying? Others, not so much. They will DM you. They may even want to video chat through a social media outlet instead of calling you, and they have my phone number. And that's what I'm noticing. It's not just my age bracket, but you know what I'm saying? That communication, even certain family members would prefer to DM you than call you. And so it seems we're living in a day and age where so many people are getting so comfortable and complacent to where communication, the way it used to be, is not what certain people are doing. And I feel it's more so because we're living in this passive-aggressive era,
Well, and that's one of those things where we have to be a little bit more vocal and let people know that doesn't sit well with us. And so that's one thing I'm noticing, because it took me 2 years to write the book, and all I did was sit around at restaurants and bars and parks and everywhere else, and I also interviewed a shit ton of people, asking them a lot of questions about their life, about careers, about work, about social, about a little bit of everything, so that I could formulate my questions from it. But the thing of it is people don't want to communicate anymore, and then they turn around and they complain about the lack of communication. And that kind of stuff is bananas to me, because it's like, well, if you want this open line of communication, then you've got to be that yourself. You have to be open. You have to not be scared. But a lot of people are walking around with blinders on because of fear. Fear has got people effed up. They're scared of getting hurt. They're scared to start a relationship, scared to end a relationship, scared to fix their relationship, scared to talk about their relationship while they're in their relationship. All that stuff, the bottom line is fear.
Girl, you just dropped
and I don't practice my life in fear.
while they're in the relationship. Can you say that again? Say it again. Say it again. Scared
Girl,
to
that came
talk
out so
about
quick. I'm trying to remember what I said.
That's what you just said. Look, you got to remember, that's why I'm the interviewer.
I know, right? You're good. You're good, too. I love it.
So, you said scared to talk about a relationship when you're in the relationship. And, that right there, Stella, is so profound because I think that actually transpires to not just a person that is in a marriage or a boyfriend-girlfriend.
Yeah.
I think that's relationships across
career.
the board.
Yep,
you know
career.
what I'm saying?
People are afraid to ask for a raise. They're afraid to ask for more money.
Yes.
They're afraid to tell their coworker to stop tapping their pencil on the desk so that they can get their work done. They're scared to tell, this person, whoever, a professor who was rude to them, hey, don't talk to me like that. It's like you have to be a fighter. You have to be a natural fighter in life, and I am. I'm not going to let you treat me any kind of way. I'm not going to let you speak to me any kind of way. I'm not going to let you treat me any kind of way. I'm just not going to do it. I value myself more than I value anyone else on earth. And I know that some people might listen and go, oh, she's selfish. I bet you need to be selfish sometimes. First of all, let me tell y'all, you needs to be selfish sometimes because it is about you. You're the only one walking around in this body on this earthly plane. Don't let nobody tell you that your life ain't about you. It is. Why the hell else are you here? Yes, you're here for other people, but the thing of it is you can't even be good to other people or there for other people if you don't have your mental right. So why would you let people jack you mentally? Why would I go around and allow people to shit on my mental? And then I'm supposed to wake up the next day feeling like sunshine? How can I? And that's what's happening. A lot of people are just getting crapped on and crapped on and crapped on, and they've got nothing and no one rebuilding them. But it's like, the thing of it is, that's our responsibility. We have to do that for ourselves. How many times have you seen somebody that, somebody else was like, oh, no, I ain't, I don't mess with this person, I don't mess with that person or whatever, because of someone's energy that they give off. If you give off a weak energy, you're just attracting more of the same. You're going to there's a saying that I heard a long time ago, and girl, it is so deep. You're going to love it. The universe doesn't lie. The universe can't take a joke. That's what it is. The universe can't take a joke. So,
that's true.
It's not enough to think about, I got to watch what I say. But what you expect from the universe and how you carry yourself and how you are with other people is you telling the universe what you expect in return. And people forget that sometimes that stuff doesn't come back from that exact same person. It might come back from the bank teller, or the person in line at the grocery store that you got into an argument with, and you're sitting there like, I don't understand why I got in this argument. This person doesn't even know me, and they were mean and rude and da-da-da-da. Eckhart Tolle is one of my favorite people that I love to follow because he talked about the pain body. That's important. The pain body will get you messed up in life. If you go around complaining and always talking about things that make you hurt and that are painful to you and, oh, this person broke my heart. Oh, this person hurt me. Oh, this person did this. That's why I'm so daggone silly and on 10 all the time because I ain't got no time for that negative energy. Because if I keep repeating that same negative story, then the universe is going to be like, oh, okay, she must like that. Okay, we'll give her some more then. Here's some more pain because that's what you focus on. So here's some more.
But see, I think what's happening is we're living in a world where everything negative, mass incarcerations, mass shootings, domestic violence,
it's
the
blown in
hate
our
that
face
people
24/7.
It's so relevant to everything that it seems as though people's skin is becoming more Teflon, and that this is the norm. You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm coming from? So that it's normalized to the point where certain people's standards. Well, you got to remember, we come from the era. We're 70s babies. We come from that yes ma'am, no ma'am,
free,
please and thank you. We used to sit as a family and watch Good Time and Jefferson the Cosby Show, where black families and black love, if you are black,